Hello, I'm Avis Kalfsbeck, and this is the Peace is Here podcast. Welcome to Peacewarts, School of Peacecraft and Inquiry, where we practice the skills of peace through short classes. We take the peace work seriously, but not ourselves. If you're joining us mid-school year, you're not late. Orientation begins at episode 198. Welcome back to Peacewarts, Peace Scholars. We are in Resonant Charms 101 in the Echo Chamber. In our last lesson, we mastered the strategic pause. Today we study Rumor Immunology, the art of using light to stop misinformation before it mutates into panic. The 20th century philosopher and peace activist Bertrand Russell once observed, "Fear is the main source of superstition and one of the main sources of cruelty. To conquer fear is the beginning of wisdom." The entry, the Lumos Charm. In the department of resonant charms, a rumor is a virus that thrives in the dark. Misinformation isn't just a mistake, it is a frequency that preys on our deepest anxieties. A peace scholar uses the Lumos Charm, the intentional act of flooding a system with verifiable truth to act as a community immune system. Rumor Immunology is not about arguing with every lie. It is about strengthening the healthy cells of a community so that panic has nowhere to land. When you shine a light on the source of a story, you dissolve the shadow it was trying to cast. The history, the trusted messenger, and the 2017 Mosque Fire. To see how light beats heat, we look at the 2017 Mosque Fire case. That year, a photo of a burning mosque was widely shared as proof of contemporary political violence. It generated massive outrage and fear. However, a simple 10-second reverse image search revealed that the exact same photo had been published years earlier in 2014 regarding an accidental electrical fire. The image wasn't new, only the claim was. By anchoring our response to actual precedents like this, we move from hypothetical fear to factual context. We also see this in the trusted messenger model used during the 2014 Ebola crisis in Liberia. When rumors spread that clinics were harmful, local midwives and imams, the people the community already trusted, delivered the counter signal. They proved that the source of the light matters just as much as the light itself. The thesis, verification versus amplification. The lesson for today is that truth is an active defense, but we must be careful not to become super spreaders while trying to be healers. Debunking can disinfect, but it can also oxygenate the fire. The data from the Department of Resonant Charms is clear. Falsehood travels 6 times faster than the truth because it exploits our biological craving for novelty and outrage. When you comment on a lie to fix it, you often trigger the stage light effect. The algorithm is agnostic to your intent. It only sees engagement. By fighting the post, you provide the signal necessary to launch that lie into 1,000 more feeds, often reaching an audience 10 times larger than if the rumor had been left in the dark. We practice the one-step rule. If a correction requires you to repeat a lie in great detail, you stop. Instead, you correct the frame. You may be asking yourself, how does a lie get corrected then? It gets corrected by ignoring the script of the rumor and exposing the engine behind it. You don't litigate their fake details, you shine a light on their tactics. Some practical ways to shine a light on those tactics without spreading the rumors are: separate verification from performance. Perform a reverse image search for your own clarity, not for a public argument. Checking is hygiene. Quote, tweeting the lie to prove it wrong is often just amplification. Finland's national rumor drills. Since 2014, Finnish schools have taught children to spot emotional triggers and too fast to be true claims, creating the lowest belief in viral falsehoods in Europe. The language tripwire. We listen for phrases that signal mutation, such as, "they don't want you to know," or "share before this is deleted." The image reverse search habit. Before your pulse dictates your thumb, use a tool like TinEye or Google Images. Look for the earliest matches, not the latest ones. The Commons Forge. How does this concept of rumor immunology support a world of sharing? It reveals that our shared informational networks and public cognitive space form a delicate intellectual commons that must be intentionally defended. When we pass along unverified, highly reactive claims or accidentally amplify falsehoods through public arguments, we pollute the shared environment, exhausting our collective capacity for clear thinking and triggering widespread social panic. By practicing disciplined verification and refusing to feed toxic algorithms, a peace scholar actively safeguards this cognitive commons, ensuring our community's shared information remains clean, reliable, and grounded in reality. Homework. 1. Look up the 2017 Mosque Fire social media case or Finland's media literacy curriculum, and find one specific social speed bump they suggest using before sharing news. 2. Write down one question about any of this episode's topics. If you don't have a question, just write "no question." 3. Optional. Journal about the difference between verifying for yourself and debunking for an audience. How does it feel to hold the truth quietly versus using it as a megaphone? If you'd like to read more on this subject, some book suggestions are Made to Stick: Why Some Ideas Survive and Others Die by Chip Heath and Dan Heath, which explores the exact anatomy of urban legends and rumors while providing the sticky psychology needed to build cultural immunity against misinformation, and The Constitution of Knowledge, A Defense of Truth by Jonathan Rauch, an academic powerhouse on how modern societies build robust, shared informational networks to verify facts and defend our collective understanding against panic. These are also in the show notes with the homework. The clear signal. A clear signal is a transparent signal. A reverse search is a flashlight for your own mind, not a stage light for the lie. Correct when it protects real people. Refuse when it only feeds the algorithm. Until our next lesson, keep your heart in the harmonic. Class dismissed. Thank you for listening. If you're looking for your next read, I write books about strong friends, wild places, and a future worth the effort. The Pedro the Water Dog Saves the Planet series follows two best friends, Tilly and Camus, strong, funny, and in love with the wild world, who decide their small choices add up to something. Hopeful eco-fiction for grown-ups, climate fiction without the doom. You can jump in anywhere or start with book 1. In one more year, Tilly can swim like a dolphin and run like the wind. She just never learned to cycle, which is a problem because she's decided to attempt her first Ironman. Her reason isn't glory. It's a quiet, stubborn idea. If one ordinary person can finish something this hard, maybe a whole town can be talked into buying less, wasting less, and keeping their stuff longer. One more year. To pull it off, Tilly leans on her best friend and coach Camus, tattooed, tequila-loving, and exactly the voice you'd want yelling at you from the shore, plus a gruff, retired cycling pro hiding out on a private island, a pack of maverick mountain bikers, a salty old pirate named Ike, and Pedro, her devoted water dog. Together they train, scheme, fall a little in love, and slowly realize their northwest lake town of Sandglass is facing a threat bigger than any race. My books are available wherever books are sold, including at avaskolfspec.com. Podcast music is by Javier Pequi Rodriguez, and the track is I Am Late, Madame Curie. Sound effects are from Pixabay. Regarding peace, we need not delay or despair. We are not late. We are right on time to love. We are all scholars of peace. Listen for the peace